I can tell you a bit about whole whale and the fact that, despite popular belief, we do not actually try to kill whales. The name actually comes from the concept of using the entire whale the same way the Inuits used to. Every single part from the blubber to the bone. Quite different when you look at the 1850s and the whaling culture of the Northeast, where literally they were using it for lamp oil and throwing the rest away. It's a similar way when I look at the way the nonprofit sector, not you specifically, other people, sometimes look at their website and their data and say, hey, let's just use the lamp oil. Let's just throw up a donate button in a brochure and call it a day. My background is I spent 7 years at DoSomething.org. I was the chief technology officer there, and I learned a heck of a lot and what's possible when you reach millions of teenagers through the click of a button, through enabling text messages. And so that's why I started Whole Whale a while ago and trying to close that knowledge gap. And so it's the intersection of technology and impact and leveraging it the right way, because it is quite a lever. And it's a good thing, too, because we have a lot of work to do in the sector. There's so many things we obviously have on our plates. A concept, though, I want to share with you very quickly is one called the digital impact chasm. And it's the difference between the outputs, the what we do, the posts, the on-the-ground work, the online work, that tweet that just went out. Thanks, Lindsay. To the outcomes. Why the heck are we doing this? How do we build a bridge? Why does it actually matter? You know, when the communications team says this actually matters, when, you know, we have to tie that across, we have to rely on better understanding of web analytics. Also, we have to rethink some of our messaging. I played a game with you earlier today. Maybe you were wondering why the heck I did that, aside from just kind of joking around and losing $1 to Jim. Not cool, dude. But that's a good question. How did I get this room to stand up? My first message, similar to, I think, a lot of appeals to maybe employers, saying, hey, everybody please give to the campaign this week. Everyone please give in the fall. Those sort of blanket messages that go out without really having been tested are kind of like that first message I put out there saying, hey, please stand up or raise your hand. Do this thing or do the easy thing. People are going to do the easy thing. That was just one example of message testing. And just through that one A/B test, I went from 2 people to the entire room, 100% participation. That's what America's Charities does. They actually push. They actually think about that messaging and engage employees, because otherwise you're left with a bunch of people, except for the one push-up guy, who's not actually engaged. And so that is kind of what Whole Whale does. We think about that message testing. We think about A/B testing things that matter. We increase the audience and hopefully drive toward outcomes. And, a final thought here is this quote, we're lost, but, at least we're making great time. We're flying down the road, but not toward a given destination. Look how many impressions we got. You wouldn't freaking believe it. Nice, but so what? So I encourage you to look at your analytics and think about how you move from aware to interested to engaged. You're welcome to copy, steal, paste this, create your own strategy, and think about how you're working at these different levels. Whole Whale works at these different levels, looking to optimize for conversions, analyze your data, try to work toward a larger change. Finally, we have, for all America's Charities members, because we love y'all, we have a course. We have several. One on the Google AdWords grant. The Google AdWords grant, raise your hand if you know what that is. Raise your hand if you have no clue what I'm talking about. You're welcome. This is a $10,000 in-kind advertising grant from Google, use it or lose it, for search advertising. So someone types in your organization topic, even your name, you show up in the search, it drives traffic to your site. It is a fire hose of humans towards your site. And if you harness it the right way, you can actually use it not only to build your audience around maybe engagement, fundraising, you can have some fun with it. And we created this online course specifically because we realized that actually 85% of nonprofits that have the grant don't even use it to the fullest extent. So free like puppies, rainbows, and unicorns. Please find it and use it. There's some other courses in here, but that's probably the lowest hanging fruit for most of you.